wait to chop up a pair of Yeezys, man. Tears down hype beast eyes, man.
I am Freehand Profit. I'm working out of Los Angeles, California. I'm out here in Miami with 8 and 9 Brain Gang, representing for Art Basel and the 8 and 9 pop-up shop. I'm known for making sneaker gas masks. What I do is I dissect, destroy, totally waste a brand new pair of highly coveted sneakers. I go through the same sources as everybody else to get my kicks, so it really is actually just destroying part of my own collection. That sacrifice is part of the work. It's giving up my material wants and desires to further my own artistic career. It all started from Mask 365, which was a daily project. For 1 year, I would make, draw, design, assemble a mask of some sort out of different materials every day, and then post that up on my site. As a graph head, gas masks are just something that we're drawn to. You know, we use the respirators to protect our lungs, and the gas mask is just a tie to that, because graffiti is a very warlike version of art. You know, even in the language, you know, we're bombing. It's war. But beyond that, the gas mask also is a symbol of modern culture. In culture, we've always had masks as part of our society. You know, they play different roles, whether it's, you know, tradition of like rites of passage, or if they're ceremonial. You know, nowadays everything's functional. You know, with the gas mask, it ends up symbolizing like civil unrest, wars overseas, this constant fear that the world's just gonna come to an end. I am a sneakerhead. And it's kind of a crazy thing, because it always changes, it always adapts. Everybody goes through like these cycles with their collection. You know, like for a few years it'll be J's, and I feel like we're coming out of a J cycle for a lot of folks. And also with the number of retros they're releasing, folks are realizing that they don't have to sweat the release so much, because they know if they wait a few more years they'll be able to get them again. Early on, it was all about the classics for me. It was really Adidas shell toes, Chuck Taylors, you know. My favorite pair of sneakers is tough. So it depends. Like, if you're talking J's, the Raging Bull 5's gotta be my favorite all time. If we're talking dunks, my Tauntauns are definitely gonna go with my favorite dunks. Some slept on shit, some really slept on shit were the LeBron Soldier 6s, man, the bamboo and bright crimson. Oh, the Black Cement 3 is probably one of the most loved and hated. If you like my work, then you love that mask, because that's a lot of people's favorite shoe. Even if it's not your favorite, it's probably up in the top 10 at least. But then if you don't like the work, you're really hating me because I just cut up your favorite shoes. Just wait, I'm gonna take my knife to some Yeezys as soon as I get a chance. So there ain't no turning back. It's gotta do it. There's no exceptions. At first I was like, okay, let me gather up the masks that I already have done. But then when I thought about it, I was like, no, if I'm gonna do this is my first book. I really want to put my all into it. So I got to work, and I made a long list of all the masks that I wanted to make sure were in the book before it got published for the first time. We got a dual forward, both by Noah Scalin from Skulladay, and also Woody from Sneaker Freaker. This here is a list of some of the masks featured in the book. This here is actually the first mask of this kind, the Gucci handbag. A lot of the time, the question is, what are they for, or do they work, or can you smoke out of those? And the answer to all of it is yes and no. I'm a smoker too. I can smoke out of whatever. And yes, you can smoke out of them. The Cheech and Chong mask, for example, there was a bong attachment for it. With purpose, because of course it's a Cheech and Chong mask. The problem with adding a bong to every one of them, and why I don't do that, is non-smokers would lose sight of the art in it. and I don't want to make it just about that. It's kind of a crazy story how I linked up with 8 and 9. I showed up at SneakerCon LA with the Black Cement 3 mask, just kind of like trying to gauge public reaction. I saw the 8 and 9 table, and I'd seen you guys around, and I respected the hell out of the grind. And when I saw the real heads rock their kicks tee, I was just like, this is what I'm about. This is perfect right here. Talking to Ray, we teamed up, and the first one we did was the USA Remix tee with the bird and the ski mask on it. A lot of folks have seen it. And then just recently we did the Liberty to go with the Hyperposits, and it's just been a hell of a ride, man. 8 and 9, mad respect for y'all's hustle. It's a hell of a team. There ain't a weak link in the chain, and strength in numbers, just like you say. And
y'all are setting an example out here with this Art Basel shit, man. There ain't no reason that every city in the country can't have this.
I'm Freehand Profit. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Freehand Profit. Find me on the website at freehandprofit.com, FREEHANDPROFIT. You can get the book on profitinc.com, PROFITINK.com, and Google me. I ain't hard to find. Find me through 8 and 9. You know we're gonna be working. So.